Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Kind of had to leave off at a pivotal moment last time, and boy, what a face to come back to. Fucking Ryunosuke all predatorial-like and whatnot. But anyway, turn number 5. What have you to say, madam? If possible, Inspector... Me, ma'am? I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again, the one of which the gentleman is shown. Right. Yes, this one, you mean? Of, Miss Benedict. Are you familiar with that guy? Yes. There's no doubt in my mind. Turn number 5? You don't mean to say... You know this man? Yes, I know him. What? No. Good gracious. Oh, well, isn't that convenient? Order! 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 You know, as they say. Door number 5. How on earth? I am a communications officer. Stop! As we can clearly see, the gentleman in the photograph is... Stop! Also a communications officer. Stop! He works in my office. Stop! A very talented operator, in fact. Stop! He should be in the communication station now. Stop! Tapping away on the telegraph. Stop! Doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right. What do you mean, pal? I suppose we all imagine the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night. Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong. If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Van Zykes, if you please. Yes, my lord. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste. As your lordship bids. A halt will recess for 1 hour. Geez, 1 whole hour? I can fucking do a bit of recording. In the span of an hour. When the new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson. Yes, my lord. I should like to hear from you specifically about events at the pawnbrokery on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. Yes, sir, my lord. Very well. Quarters adjourned until 1:40 p.m. Okay, well, okay, honestly I probably could have fit that in the last couple minutes, but it wasn't worth risking it. See, this would have been a much nicer place to end off, but oh well. It's not like I fucking plan out to the minute how, you know, I'm gonna play through the trials, right? But hey, at least we're finally gonna meet our boy Eckert again, which apparently is a fake name because they're just so obvious. Trial part 3. Man, these people don't like doing fucking multi-day trials, do they? It's just like, well, we're gonna figure all this shit out in one day. Or whether you like it or not. Gina, how are you holding up? By the way, do you want to tell us why you're pointing a gun at Mr. Winterbank? Did you really fucking try to get him to force you to open up the storeroom? I'm kind of still curious about that. I'm starting to feel quite warmly towards her frequent cold shoulders now. Okay, well, I'm not, frankly. Jenny! Keep living on dreams. Are you alright? Why aren't you saying anything? Yeah, what's the problem now? What did I do this time? How have I offended you on this day? Yeah, what's the point, eh? Why go to all this trouble and fight so hard for the likes of me? What? Well, you saw it. That picture. What picture? Ah, you mean this. The photograph taken by Hurley's red-handed recorder. Yeah, that one. Do you care to explain that? Because, like, I still want to know about that. Well, I didn't think it would have captured a scene like this, that's for sure. It's hopeless. Anyone who sees that's gonna think I did it, ain't they? Well, I won't pretend it wasn't a bit of a shock when the prosecution first presented it to the court. By the way, do you care to explain it to us? Like, what's the context? What are the circumstances? How'd you end up like that? Why? What was that about? Surely you got to have your doubts about me now. You can't still think I'm innocent. Bro, we just figured with this whole fucking thing about the third man. Or the secret accomplice. Do you think I would have gone to all that trouble if I thought you were guilty? Like, come on, pal. Of course I can. Jenny, why don't you talk to us? Literally, talk to us. I have questions, and you still haven't answered them, Jenny. What the fuck, Jenny? Tell us what really happened that night. Eh? Reno's cleverly managed to piece together a lot of new information, but still, we'd really like to hear it from you. Alright then. Oh, thank God. I thought you were still gonna fucking, not tell us important information. It was right after we had that dinner together at your place, right, Iris? Then we all had a chat up in your office, didn't we? Yes, I remember that. After that, I just couldn't get to sleep. So I slipped out and went down the street to the 2-in-1, to Winterbank's place. I had to know if Iris' story was there or not. The Hound of the Baskervilles. That thing that you just assumed Sholmes was lying about without any real justification other than you can't trust anyone, which is really a you problem and not a me problem. So yeah, kind of curious about that one. Chief, fucking cheese. God, fuck, get out of the fucking wrapper. I don't know what it's about or nothing, but if you ask me, there's something in there that Sholmes don't like. Something what he don't want people reading. I mean, yeah, that we could assume, considering he simply told Iris not to publish it. Like, that's a reasonable assumption. So that's why he lied to Iris about sticking it up in luck with Winterbank for safekeeping. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Again, without any good reason. So you broke into Winterbank's. I just had to know if it was there or not. I mean, I had no idea all that was going to kick off, did I? No, I don't suppose you did. I struck the lock and stuck inside. It was dark as you like in there. So I gave the oil lamp on the counter a bit of wick. And that's when... What do you think you're doing? Ah, Jesus. I nearly died, I did. I nearly died, but Winterbank... Oh, he really bit the bullet, didn't he? And next thing I knew... I grabbed a gun off the counter, and it was waving in the air like, I don't know what. Ah, you're the girl who was in here this afternoon. I didn't think pickpockets went in for armed robbery. The mantle script. Have you got it here? Did Sholmes leave a load of papers with you? A story? I beg your pardon? Under the something or other. If it's here, I want to see it. I'm sorry, young lady, but I'd sooner die than relinquish an article belonging to one of my customers. I don't want it. What would I do with it anyway? I just want to see its ear, that's all. Oh, you want to see it, do you? I want to know if Sholmes really pulled it here or not. Please, just let me see it and I'll go. Oh, very well then. But for pity's sake, stop waving my gun around, would you? So in the old cove unlocked the storeroom door, and we both went inside. And it was there all right, the mantle script. Sholmes weren't lying after all. You did all of that just to check for me, Jenny? Even though I didn't ask you to? Or really expect you to do that at all? In fact, I could have done my whole life without you doing that for me, Jenny. Jeez. Anyway, then there was a bit of hiccup out in the main bit of shop. The Skulkin brothers arriving on the scene, yes. What was that noise? Someone's breaking in. And trust me, I know the sound of breaking in. Dear me. Is there some burglars convention here tonight that I don't know about? I think I forgot to shut the door behind me. Sorry. I'd better go and take care of it. Could I possibly have my gun back? Oh, well, I'll come with you and, don't be foolish, young girl. You must stay right here. Don't leave this room under any circumstances. And with that, he took the gun out of my hands and walked back out into the shop. I went back in the storeroom like he said, straining my ears in the dark to hear what was going on. It sounded like they got into a bit of a scrap. I was starting to think I should help, see? So I was just about to go out in the storeroom myself, when... Oh. I heard a couple of shots go off. Two, I think. Almost at the same time. And then there he was, right at my feet, lying face down on the floor. I was right next to the storeroom door, so I slammed it shut and locked it quick as you like. Because you thought whoever had shot Mr. Winterbank might come for you. Yeah, so I went and grabbed the old cove's gun. I figured I'd put up a fight at least. But when I got a better look at him, I knew. Winterbank was a goner. I felt funny in my head all of a sudden. Kind of dizzy. And after that, I don't remember nothing. That must be when you passed out, Gina. If I hadn't done what I'd done, the old cove might still be alive. Did you tell the police everything you just told us? Of course I did, but they didn't believe a word of it, did they? All they said was, if I kept telling lies, it'd make things even worse for me. It'll be alright, Ginny. Don't worry. Just stay strong a little longer. Bruno's about to put the real culprit to the mill. That cove what was there in the afternoon. That Agate Benedict. Yeah, that fella. I still remember how he looked at me. Like I was nothing. He was there that night. You know, you could have told me that a lot sooner, Gina. That would have, okay, obviously I know it wouldn't have served the story very well, but it would have saved us a lot of time. All I'm saying. We don't know his real name yet. But I'm convinced that he's involved somehow. Anyway, thank you for telling us what happened, Gina, even though it took you like a day and a half, when you could have told us that like the first time we saw you, but I get it, Gina. You're closed off, okay? I understand. I don't like it, but I understand. I appreciate your eventual honesty. You what, mate? You can leave it all in Runo's capable hands now, Ginny. Hey, Mr. Nora-Odo. Yes? How come you trust me? I don't get it. Because the fucking game compels me to, man. I mean, have you forgotten what happened here before? Come on, man. It was only 2 months ago. Me and McGilded, we told you an old pack of lies. And you got the bog turtle off with him, even though he was a killer. No, I can never forget that. Oh. I did what I thought was best at the time. Yeah, man, we did what we could with the information we had. You know, can we really be held accountable for that? But the pain of that error of judgment doesn't get any easier to bear. Still, don't forget that I also made you a promise. I told you that I'd be on your side to the bitter end, no matter what. But what if I'm lying? You could be working to get another working to get another killer off the Earth for all you know. I mean, yeah, but also I was once in your position, Gina. I was the accuser in a trial. You were? Before I left Japan, I was accused of murder. And strange as it might sound, the circumstances of the crime were pretty damning. I was sure that no one would believe it wasn't me who'd done it. Oh, Bruno! But there was one person who stood up for me, who believed in me, and was prepared to defend me. My best friend. My boy, Kazuma Ryunosuke. No one believes in you more than I do. Leave this to me. All you need to do is to put your faith in me, and I'll do the rest. I was so happy I cried. But even then, somewhere inside me, I couldn't help thinking, surely he doesn't really believe in me. Not completely. But I was wrong. As soon as my trial began, it was obvious that he had an absolute, unwavering belief in me. And in turn, I developed an absolute, unwavering belief in him. Well, isn't that sweet? Since then, I came to realize, if you want someone to believe in you, you have to believe in the other person first. What you saying? I promise you, Gina, that no matter what happens, I'll keep believing in you. So you don't need to worry. I won't let you down. Yeah, you tell her. You tell him, Ryunosuke. Even though I'm a diver, and a no good liar, and I don't know how to operate a fryer. You're not like McGilded. I know that. Eh? That's right. That's right. You're our friend, Jenny. Iris. We know you better than you think. And we've come to the conclusion that you're someone we can trust. Yes! That's really all we need to know. Exactly! Mr. Naruto, oh, it's okay, Gina. Defendant Gina Lestrade and her legal representative. Court proceedings are about to resume. Please head to the courtroom immediately. Huh. So it's been a whole hour already. I mean, I know it was a heartfelt exchange, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean time passes by faster. Yes, of course. Thank you. I've been both a defendant and a defending lawyer in my time. So I knew only too well just how hard it was to put all your faith in another. And I also knew just how hard it was to bear the burden of another putting all their faith in you. This is it at last. The final chapter. The final battle. Wish me luck, Suzato-san. And I hope you're watching over me too, partner. Damn, that's some heartfelt shit, yo. Time to go fuck some shit up. Though again, I find it hard to believe that took a whole ass hour. I hereby call this court to order as we resume the trial of Miss Gina Lestrade. Lord Van Dyke, have you successfully subpoenaed the witness? The subpoena was delivered to the communications station, where the man works immediately, my lord. Yeah, he just got summoned. However, the heavy rain has delayed the arrival of his carriage, it would seem. I see. Then let us turn our attention to Inspector Gregson's presence on the case heard by the court this morning. The glaring omission of the third bullet in your report is a serious blunder, Inspector. Yes, I can only apologize, my lord. And although the defense's chemical analysis of blood in the scene makes for a compelling argument, I cannot permit such untried methods to be used as evidence in my courtroom. It's a big mistake to cross Hurley and me. A very big mistake. My lord, a subpoena witness has just arrived in the building. Oh hey, he's here. Thank you, officer. Show him to the stand without delay. Mr. Eggert Benedict. I didn't expect to be crossing paths with him again so soon. And certainly not like this. There he is. Thank you for complying with the court's subpoena at such short notice, sir. But of course, my lord, as an upstanding member of London society, it is my pleasure to oblige. Now, kindly state your name and occupation for the record. Ashley Graydon, Communications Officer. Oh, so I guess that's his real name. Mr. Graydon and I both work at London's Central Communications Station. Now, perhaps someone would kindly explain what all this is about. You were apprised of the situation by the court officer on your way here, I presume? Yes, I was. Something to do with a murder that took place at a pawnbroker's on Baker Street. And some nonsense about me having been there on the night in question. That is the accusation indeed. This really is beyond a joke, you know. Very well. Without further delay, the court will hear your testimony now, Mr. Graydon. We will respond to the accusation made against you under oath. Baba. Gladly, my lord. Gladly. Let's see what he has to say. The accusation. Naturally, I have occasion to make use of pawnbroking services from time to time. But are you seriously suggesting I colluded with these thugs to break into the place on the night of the murder? I have no intention of admitting to such an outrageous accusation. Even if certain parties here present claim that my blood was found at the scene, some Scaramouche detective's homebrewed tincture can hardly be taken as serious evidence. Scaramouche. That's a fun word to say. So, you deny the accusation completely, do you? I must say, I am dismayed. For the highest court in the land to be swayed by this self-professed detective's toy. It was the will of the jury, and our great British justice system demands the jury's will is upheld, even though I was totally mauling about it earlier. Then it would seem we have the misfortune of a most, Then it would seem that we had the misfortune of a most inept assembly of jurors today. Okay, I mean, fair, say what you will about the jurors, but considering they're the ones who are going to be determining guilt and innocence, I'm not sure if you want to insult them so flagrantly. Flagrantly, not fragrantly. You're not going to be smelling these dudes. By golly! How long am I expected to be detained here? If, following the defense's cross-examination, your involvement in this matter has not been established, you will be free to leave immediately. Good. And I shall be away in time for afternoon tea. Some small consolation, at least. Let us not hold up Mr. Graydon any longer than necessary. Longer than necessary, counsel. Proceed with the cross-examination. So, we meet again, Mr. Agate Benedict. Or, is it Mr. Graydon? My apologies, you are... Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. We have met, you know. If you say so. Ashley Graydon. Enchanté. So... Oh hey! You just threw your fucking hat at me. Cool. Can I keep it now? Dude, imagine Ryunosuke with a wide top hat. He'd look very dashing indeed. I trust we can conclude this quickly. Ugh. But I'm not holding a flashy hat while we do. Okay, so let me check something. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this episode a little bit short. It's gonna be kind of a shorter episode, admittedly, but after 2 long episodes, I think it's fair to kind of throw in a shorter one. Like I said, I don't want these episodes to either stay too long or too short. A balance works, right? And since we can now properly cross-examine this fella, Ashley Graydon, this seems like as good a place as any to stop. Considering what we know, it's hard to say that he isn't kind of sus, right? I mean, obviously Gina didn't do it, so... How that all ended up playing out? How did it all end up playing out, though? Like, the details, I'm quite curious. Either way, he's a very dashing young man, and I'm glad to see him again, so... Yeah, next time we will properly cross swords with him. But until then,